Quick fact before we ruin your morning. Your heart has its own brain, thousands of neurons, sitting right there in your chest, thinking without asking permission.
And it's not just thinking, it's remembering. Every feeling you swallowed instead of facing, it kept a record. Fair warning on this one, it goes a little deeper than usual. Take what resonates, leave the rest.
Vale and Broc. Still the guy asking the annoying questions.
Still the one answering them anyway. Today, it's the actual bridge between your mind and your heart. Over 30 years of rigorous research and 500+ studies found something strange inside the heart. Cells almost identical to the ones that support thinking in the brain, called nexus glia. Nobody expected them there.
So my heart has brain cells now. Great. One more organ smarter than my plant parent group chat.
When the scientists removed those cells experimentally, the heart's rhythm sped up and turned irregular on its own, with no outside signal. Which means your heart isn't just following orders from your brain, it's running its own conversation.
Whoa. So the whole listen to your heart thing, that's not just a greeting card line, that's biology.
It goes back further than that. A researcher named Andrew found the heart has its own nervous system, close to 40,000 neurons. Enough that some scientists call it a little brain.
Okay, but be honest, does that mean my gut feeling and my heart feeling are having an argument I don't know about?
More than you'd think. When you feel a clear no in your chest, even though your mind is arguing yes, that's not superstition. That's the heart processing something the reasoning brain hasn't caught up to yet.
So next time I ignore that feeling and do the thing anyway, that's on me, not on some mystery.
That's on you, because the feelings you don't face don't disappear. They get logged, and we have to relearn how to live with feelings we've actually made peace with. I heard once about someone who'd spent years in survival mode, in constant instability, barely holding things together, until a neighbor looked at her one day and said, "You know you're happy, right?" She was stunned. She was happy, she just hadn't realized it.
That's rough, being so deep in the fight that you miss the part where you actually won.
It happens more than we admit. And on the other side of it, there's a slower danger, bitterness that doesn't pass after the storm, it just settles in. Left alone long enough, it hardens into something chronic. It wears down the body, it wears down the people closest to you, and it keeps feeding itself.
A frozen heart, not the Christmas movie kind with string lights and snow. The kind where kids don't have clothes, don't have food, and they're actually cold and actually hungry. That one doesn't end with a song.
There's an old line, guard your heart above everything else, because everything you live flows out of it. 3,000 years old, and modern cardiology is only now catching up to what it meant.
Okay, but concretely, what do you do with that?
So practically, there are 3 things worth guarding. Handle your emotions with wisdom. Don't bury them. Don't blow up over them. Feed your mind with what you actually want your heart to grow. And build a life with meaning and real relationships, not just superficial ones.
3 things. I was hoping for one thing.
Pick one, just one, for a week. Not all 3 at once so you don't quit in a few days.
I'm choosing not to blow up and to wake up with extra leaves, low bar, high difficulty.
And there's real data behind this, not just poetry. A Harvard study followed people for over 80 years. The ones who stayed healthiest, who lived longest, weren't the ones with the most success. They were the ones with the strongest relationships. Your heart doesn't just pump blood, it remembers what you never said out loud.
Tell us which of the 3 you're picking this week, emotions, thoughts, or lifestyle. We're genuinely curious which one people avoid the most.
The full article and the source studies are linked in the show notes on insideout7.blog. Guard your heart as well as you can. It's carrying more than you think.